It's match day today as Chelsea take a trip to Elland Road to face Leeds United in game week 14 of the English Premier League. Welcome to ID Talk TV. I hope you all are doing well today. In this video, we'll preview the game between Leeds United versus Chelsea. It's a special preview. It's special not because it is Leeds United, because it can as well be any club. It could have been Manchester United, it could have been Burnley, it could have been Bournemouth, it could have been even Wolverhampton Wanderers, it would have been Manchester City. It is special because today it's my birthday. So it's a birthday preview for me as God in his infinite mercy had plus 1 year to my age. And I'm so grateful for that too. And I want to actually believe that Chelsea will definitely make this game a memorable day for me today, as 3rd December marks my birthday. And indeed, I'm really grateful. And to everyone out there who have actually been sending me wishes, I really appreciate. So let's dive into it. It's match day between Leeds United versus Chelsea. Going into this particular encounter, Chelsea currently sits in 3rd place in the English Premier League and with 24 points from 13 games. I haven't scored 24 goals and conceded 12 goals. While Leeds United currently sits 17 in the English Premier League standing in the relegation zone with 11 points after 13 games with goal difference of -12, while Chelsea have goal difference of +12. So going into this particular encounter, it has been an old-time rivalry between Leeds United and Chelsea at the Elland Road, and Chelsea will look to continue their good run of form, which they actually had all through the month of November. Because in the month of November, Chelsea played 6 games. We won 4 and drew 2. I think the draw we had actually came against Karabakh in the UEFA Champions League, and also the 1-1 draw we had against Arsenal just a couple of days ago. So going into this game, Chelsea in the last couple of games have been in a good run of form, while Leeds United coming into this game, their last 4 games they've actually lost it without a single win, while in their last 5 games they've actually won just one, and their win came against West Ham United. And after that win against West Ham United, Leeds United have gone 4 straight games without a win. But anytime Chelsea visited Elland Road, it's always a victory for Chelsea. The worst result Chelsea gets in Elland Road is a draw. But the last time Chelsea visited Elland Road was in 2022 when Thomas Tuchel was in charge. And in that particular game, Leeds United defeated Chelsea by 3 goals to nothing in that particular encounter. With Chelsea going down to 10 man as Koulibaly, who was then Chelsea defender, was shown a red card in that particular game. And prior to that time, the last time Chelsea lost again at Elland Road was in August of 2002. So Elland Road has always been one place Chelsea go to actually get points. And this time around, we are not going to get points. We are visiting Elland Road to get all 3 points, coming from the back of that wonderful performance against the league leaders, talking about Arsenal Football Club. So let's take a look at the team news going into this particular encounter, as Chelsea manager, talking about Enzo Maresca, had his press conference yesterday. And in that press conference, Enzo Maresca was asked about the availability of Dario Esugo, because prior to this particular game, the last game we played against Arsenal, Enzo Maresca actually said that Dario Esugo have resumed training. But now there is a twist in Dario Esugo's situation. And what did Enzo Maresca said? Check this out. Esugo misses the Leeds game. Lavia still out. Rest are fine, according to Maresca. He went on to say, Esugo is not available for the next 3 games. We need to check in as he had a setback yesterday. So going into this particular game, Dario Esugo, one man which we would have been looking at to be a replacement for the suspended Moses Caicedo, is still out injured. And as Enzo Maresca said in his press conference, Dario Esugo might just be out for the next 3 games going into this particular game. So, like Enzo Maresca said, Dario Esugo misses the game, and the remaining players are all available, except for Romeo Lavia, who is also out injured, and Moses Caicedo, who is suspended for this particular encounter due to the red card he actually received in the game against Arsenal last Sunday. Enzo Maresca was asked about Cole Palmer if he is available to play, and here's what Enzo Maresca said. Maresca said Palmer is available to face Leeds. He further went on to say he can also start the game. Definitely, in the game against Arsenal on Sunday, Cole Palmer was in the substitute bench to actually come on in that particular encounter. But because of the red card Chelsea actually got, the chances for Palmer coming in was no longer there, because Chelsea needed to actually maintain a very defensive-minded approach while they still tried to see how they put up something against Arsenal. And at the end, they end up doing that very, very well. Chelsea defended very well. I mean, the defensive partnership of Trevor Chalobah and Wesley Fofana is now beginning to look like the partnership we have long been waiting for to see as the best pairing for Chelsea Football Club. So, like Enzo Maresca said, Palmer is available and could possibly start the game against Leeds United today. Enzo Maresca was also asked about Trev Chalobah and Wesley Fofana. And here is what Enzo Maresca said. Wes is doing well, Trev is doing well, George is doing well. This is what we need in terms of central defenders. It's just a matter to find the right moment when we give him the chance. He was actually talking about George Achampong, and here's what he further went on to say. Maresca said he's trying to find the right moment to give George Achampong another chance in defense because he is very good. But every other centre back is doing well right now, and that is just the situation we are currently at the moment, and to me, it's a very good situation. This is what we have been longing for, where all the players, not only talking about the centre backs, the midfielder, the attack line, everyone is actually in a top form. And currently, if we look at the defense line of Chelsea, it seems we have just gotten our best pairing in Trev and Wesley Fofana. And if we take a look at a couple of matches we have played throughout the month of November, we played 6 games and we kept 4 clean sheets. 3 of those clean sheets came with the pairing of Wesley Fofana and Trevor Chalobah, while 1 against Burnley came with the pairing of Trev Chalobah and Tosin Adarabuyo. So George Achampong is a very good player, just like Enzo Maresca said, and he's trying to see how he can find a place in order to still continue to give him that playing time which he needs. I can understand that perfectly well. But so far, what we just need going, because currently as it stands, Chelsea are in the title race. Take it or leave it. It's my opinion. Chelsea are in the title race. With the performance Chelsea have put up currently in recent games, it definitely shows that Chelsea are in the title race. And Enzo Fernandez had an exclusive interview with Ben Jacob, and he actually stated it clearly that Chelsea are in the title race, and I can't agree less with him. Because if we look at what we have currently, in fact, he went on to say we have a very good squad, a very good talented squad that can take on any team currently in the Premier League. So, and we actually saw what we did against Arsenal on Sunday, talking about the table leader. And if we talk about Arsenal in such manner, or if we have played Arsenal in such manner, Arsenal is one team that have been consistent over years. It's just unfortunate that they have not actually won the Premier League title. But when it comes to consistency in the Premier League, Arsenal have shown that in years past, because they have finished second in the Premier League for consecutive 3 times. So we hope to see how this will play out in the coming days. Enzo Maresca was also asked about suspended Moses Caicedo, and here is what Enzo Maresca said. Maresca says Caicedo will benefit from resting his knee, but points out that he is still available to play Atlanta away next week. Definitely, Moses Caicedo has been the engine room of Chelsea Football Club, and I want to believe that his absence will not just be, even though we'll miss him, but I want to believe we have the available talent that can actually fill in that particular position. And you'll get to see my predicted 11, who might just possibly take the place of Moses Caicedo. So, like the manager said, sometimes he played out of pains. Not that the manager is actually happy because Caicedo is suspended in a game, no. But I think he just see it as an opportunity for Moses Caicedo to actually rest his knee. And even the process of trying to rest the knee, Enzo Maresca went on to say, in the UEFA Champions League game next week against Atlanta, Moses Caicedo will be available. But for the Premier League, Moses Caicedo has been suspended for 3 games. So Moses Caicedo return will be in game week 17. And that is one sort of good news for Chelsea, because that simply means that Moses Caicedo will not be suspended for will not have any match ban when it comes to 5 yellow card, because currently Moses Caicedo is on 2 yellow card. Wow. All season, Moses Caicedo is just on 2 yellow card. Moses Caicedo is a very aggressive midfielder, but one thing I so much appreciate him, he does it positively, and that is just how he has been doing it. And he managed to go away with some kind of tackles, which he have actually been favorable to Chelsea Football Club. And we are very happy that we have Moses Caicedo. So Moses Caicedo might not face any match ban when it comes to yellow card, because by the time Moses Caicedo is returning from his suspension, only 2 matches will be left for the first half of the season, talking about 19 games played, and that simply means that the threshold will now be shifted to 10. So Moses Caicedo will not face any match ban when it comes to yellow card suspension, because currently Moses Caicedo is just on 2 yellow cards. So that was Enzo Maresca's press conference. And in general, what Enzo Maresca actually said was that Chelsea players are available for the games. Every other players are actually available for the game against Leeds United, except for Dario Sugo, who have a little bit of setback, and also Romeo Lavia, who is out, and Moses Caicedo, who is suspended, and our able defender, talking about Levi Colwill, who is still out with ACL. But every other players are available going into this particular encounter. So with the availability of players we have on ground, because this is December and pretty soon we are heading into the festive period where fixtures will be very, very choke. And I want to believe that if we take a look at our available fixtures for December, our next 5 fixtures, we have Leeds United away, Bournemouth away, Everton at home, Newcastle away, and Aston Villa away. Now, looking at these fixtures, I want to believe, like this person said, if anyone has any sort of dream for the title race, we will have to win all these games. And I definitely agree with CFC Daily, talking about Chelsea Football Club Daily Report. So for me to actually confirm that we are in the title race, our next 5 matches in the Premier League, we just have to win all 5. Beginning with the match today, we against Leeds United. Our next game will be against Bournemouth away, Everton at home, Newcastle United away, and Aston Villa at home. So beginning today, we have to take all 3 points at the Elland Road against Leeds United. I know the game is definitely going to be tough, because Leeds United is one club that, when they are playing, they are very good when it comes to their playing, but they don't have that consistency to stay or hold on whenever they've taken the lead. We have seen them suffer setbacks in games after taking the lead, but before the end of the game, they will actually throw that away. So they don't have what it takes to actually close out matches, and that will definitely work. That will definitely be an advantage to Chelsea going into this particular encounter. So, but before I give you the analysis and breakdown of the game, let's take a look at my predicted 11 going into this particular game, because personally I expect lots of rotation going into this particular game, because also Enzo Maresca also talked about Reece James. He might start, but he just need to do something right. And what is that thing Enzo Maresca is talking about doing right? Is to give the team captain, talking about Reece James, the needed rest in order not to break down. We know how we have managed Reece James for the past 1 year due to hamstring injury, and currently we are getting the best of Reece James. And having played 90 minutes against FC Barcelona in the Champions League and 90 minutes against Arsenal, where Reece James was just the best player in the field in that particular game, play out his heart for Chelsea Football Club. And I think, in my opinion, Reece James deserves to rest against Leeds United going into this particular game. He might come on as a substitute, but then I expect Enzo Maresca to actually make some good rotation going into this particular game. So having said that, Chelsea will line up in a traditional 4-2-3-1 formation, and here will be my predicted 11 going into this particular game. Check this out. In goal, I'll still go with Robert Sanchez, who have actually been doing an excellent job. We saw what Robert Sanchez did against Arsenal. Robert Sanchez was class. Couple of saves made in that particular game was top notch. That was Robert Sanchez at its peak, and that was just the Robert Sanchez we saw in the Club World Cup. So in goal will still remain Robert Sanchez. The left back will go with Marc Cucurella, while the right back I will go with Malo Gusto. The centre back pairing I will go with Trevor Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo. This time around I will give Wesley Fofana the needed rest, just so that we can also manage him the way we have managed Rhys James over the past. So my 4 defense line will be: the centre back pairing is Trevor Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo. The right back is Malo Gusto, and the left back is Marc Cucurella. Though he was unable to pocket Bukayo Saka in that particular game, but he definitely had a good game, having picked up a yellow card in the 12th minute of that particular encounter, and was able to still maintain his discipline not to get sent off. I mean, Marc Cucurella, arguably the best left back in the Premier League so far. So the midfield pivot, I will go with Andre Santos to play the number 6 role in place of Moses Caicedo, and the number 8 position will be played by Enzo Fernandez. The 3 attacking midfield through. The left wing, I will go with Alejandro Garnacho. The right wing, I will go with Pedro Neto. And the number 10 role, Kopama returns to the starting lineup. And up front, I'll still go with Joao Pedro. Though Joao Pedro had a very good game against Arsenal, but his finishing was just what was missing there. And I believe Kopama coming back into the fold might just unlock Joao Pedro finishing again, and we hope to see that happen again. So this will be my selected 11 going into this particular game against Leeds United. Robert Sanchez, arguably the best we have so far in the club, and the pairing of Trevor Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo is just good enough to do the job against Leeds United. We saw both of them did it against Burnley, and they kept a clean sheet. The right back and the left back, we don't have any issue in that. So in the midfield pivot, I actually went for Andre Santos, who I feel is capable and well enough to do the job of Moses Caicedo. We actually saw he did that as well in the game against Burnley. He was just everywhere. I mean, the way he picks out tackle and the way he actually blocks shots against Burnley in that game, it was beautiful to see. So Andre Santos will play that number 6 role. And let's not forget, Leeds United, they're not the type that actually want to sit back and defend, but they're also good when it comes to counter play. And I want to believe very well that Chelsea going into this game, we want to dictate play. So we'll have to watch out Leeds United when it comes to counter play with the pace of their wingers. So going into this particular game, I think this 11 is just good enough to get the job done. Predictions. I don't expect it to be an easy game, not at all. I don't expect it to be an easy game. But for the form Chelsea are currently in, I think we are going to get the job done at Elland Road. So I see Chelsea defeating Leeds United by 2-0. It's going to be a clean sheet. And Kopama will score on his return. Talking about Kopama, well, he might just be the one to start. It might come off the bench. But in my selected 11, just like the manager said, he stands a chance to start, and that is why I prefer he should start, because he would have come up in the game against Arsenal, and that would have made his chance of starting this game very clear. But still to see, I still go with Kopama to start, and I expect Kopama to actually get a goal in the game tonight against Leeds United. So, who will make your predicted 11 going into the game against Leeds United, and what will be your score prediction? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and catch you in my next video. Bye.